in the people that I have contacted, and I realized this last night, all of them are saying, I'll tell you how happy I am on July 6th. And I thought that was because that's when the Giannis thing can go through. It's because they've got a plan around Giannis that's about this year. It's not about 2 years from now. And when LeBron breaks up kind of quietly with his team, a lot of respect there for the Lakers and for Doncic. That's the first time LeBron has left a situation. That's the first time recently with these partnerships that they don't end kind of messy. And then the framing is LeBron tells the Lakers he's going to go elsewhere when they broke up with him, okay? They're allowing him to frame it, but they weren't going to pay him. And when you consider some of the moves and how they're making them, where the Wiggins deal can be traded the way that it's done, you're signing Hardaway, they've got money for LeBron. They're going to have more money than the Warriors to give LeBron. And the biggest thing, the most important thing, it's in the East. That's where all of his success is. Like, I know he won with the Lakers, but what he did for many years in that unprecedented run through the conference, it was always an easy conference, and it's still the easier conference. If you can't get past OKC and the Spurs with Doncic, you're not going to do it with Golden State and a team that's old when you consider that in the playoffs last year when all the players are broken. The oldest guys who got minutes among the top 25 were Tobias Harris and James Harden. Everyone else was under 32. You're not going to win with an old team in today's NBA. They cannot withstand the rigor of this. And I just really think the LeBron to Miami thing is real. It's not just something to talk about. It's not just because LeBron wants the attention. It's one of his options.
You're not going to win with an old team in today's NBA, but wouldn't Miami become an old team?
Yes,
they'd be old, but their centerpiece is 31, not Steph Curry's age. Yes, Miami is an old team. Like, Miami is already an old team with all of the things they're doing. They've gone from a young team, an old team. But what I'm telling you about that as the blueprint, it's for right now. Not 2 years from now, not 3 years from now. It's an old team to win the whole thing right now.
I spent a lot of time on this yesterday, and I was a little bit disappointed in myself that I was essentially fooled, or I fooled myself a couple of days ago when the Andrew Wiggins extension came out. And, 3 years, $64 million. Let me back up for a second. If you're trying to look at teams who think that they have a shot at LeBron James, well, it's easy to point at the Warriors, right? Because Draymond Green opted out, and that's going to give them a chance to spread a little bit of money out.
They're the betting favorite. They're the overwhelming betting favorite to get LeBron.
So, hey, they must know something, right? They are positioning themselves to have a chance at signing LeBron. It's not going to be for a lot of money, all right? But Draymond gave them some flexibility. And when the Heat signed Andrew Wiggins to the extension, I was like, 3 years, $64 million. Nice. He's saving them about $9 million a year. They're going to be able to bring back Norman Powell. No. That's not actually what happened. Andrew Wiggins opted in to the last year of the deal for $30 million, saving the Heat no money this year. And it's an extension of 2 years after that for $17 million per. Why did he do that? Well, if we're talking about a trade, a sign and trade, a player like Wiggins, who the Lakers can use, I will never believe that LeBron is going to take any type of $6 million contract until I see it. But $30 million, when you're trading Andrew Wiggins' salary for LeBron will take $30 million, and it becomes very attractive, Dan, for the Lakers when Wiggins' salary next year drops to 17.
It's one thing with Wiggins, though, but what I'm telling you about how these architects do things, Ellisberg more than anybody, okay? The Giannis thing is a single piece, and once that's locked in, they have a splayed-out plan around him that is immediate. It's not to – look, Pat Riley's in his 80s, man, and he is notoriously impatient. This is not a person who has much tolerance and at very many points in his career has played with the young people he played with the last couple of years who netted him nothing in the way of real results. He does not trust young players. He didn't trust them as a coach. He does not trust them as a general manager and president. He wants to win with old veterans who have seen a little bit of everything. And I'm telling you, LeBron to Miami is real. And it's at least in part Because there aren't a lot of other real competitors. Why would he go to Minnesota? Why would he go play with Lonzo? Why would he go play with Lonzo Ball and Anthony Edwards? I'm sorry, LaMelo Ball. Why would he go do that and play in Minnesota and live in Minnesota?
Dan, it was literally just, 3 weeks ago when the NBA Finals are going on, and we're talking about, okay, every free agent or every player that wants a trade is going to leave the Western Conference. And it's not just about Wembanyama. It's also about Oklahoma City. So LeBron's smart, man. He knows what a good basketball team looks like. LeBron thinks that going to Golden State and teaming up with Steph Curry, who played just 40 games this past year, and Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler, who's not available until March, that team is beating Oklahoma City or San Antonio?
No, but more to the point, okay, what he has just seen and learned at the end of his career in Los Angeles with Luka Doncic at his side is defense is really important. And where do you get it? Here. This is where you get defense, and he won't have to play it. Like with those two guys behind him, he will not have to be the one playing the defense. He just learned the last couple of years with the Lakers, no matter how good Luka is, I could be by his side. We're terrible defensively. We do not have a chance against the two teams. We keep talking about the Spurs being young and OKC and the Spurs being young. Yes, they are. That's one reason to fear them. The greater reason to fear them, both of those teams, top 5 in defense.
Their front court is amazing defensively. They're unique in that they can come out to the perimeter, but Miami presently on their roster is very capable perimeter defenders as well. And LeBron can still defend, but he doesn't have to do it night in and night out.
LeBron hates playing down low, hates having to use the body, especially at this age. With Miami, he doesn't have to play big. Their two big stars are big. Right. He will not have to play big if he signs at Miami.
There's no question that Giannis and Bam make Miami a great destination, particularly for LeBron, but don't discount Cleveland, a homecoming with Cleveland, which is second in the betting odds behind Golden State, because I don't know at this point if LeBron is obsessed with one more championship. He's a multiple champion in a couple of different spots. If he's looking to play one more year and make it a homecoming, I wouldn't discount Cleveland.
Rich Paul, his agent, put at the top of the list in a happiness bucket that he said had 10 or 12 things, making sure to be competitive. He's not going to go. All of the teams that are going to be in play for LeBron, every single one of them is going to be competitive. He's not going to Utah. The options are limited. Like, he does not have the kinds of options that you would think